This is The Age of Discovery by Heather Hammonds. We notice that we have a map here, and on our map it tells us in their search for sea trade routes, European explorers from Spain, Portugal, Britain, France, and the Netherlands found lands they had not previously known about, including Africa, the Americas, the Indies, and other parts of Asia, Australia, and New Zealand. These places became known as the New World. Trade enables people to buy and sell goods and services that they may not otherwise be able to access. 600 years ago, people from Europe started traveling beyond their homelands to Southeast Asia, or the Indies as they called it, so they could trade for spices and other rare goods. Between the 15th and 17th centuries, explorers discovered many new sea trade routes, but they also found new lands. These epic sea trips relied on the skills of explorers and the advances they made in shipping, technology, and mapping. This desire to trade with Asia and discover new lands changed the world. It is called the Age of Discovery. What started the Age of Discovery? Spices are used in medicines, perfumes, and foods. These days, they are available to most people in the world, but Europeans in the 1400s had to bring them back across land from Asia. These journeys took a long time. They were often very dangerous, too. Explorers set sail to find new sea trade routes that would be faster and safer. The desire for valuable spices was one of the main reasons the Age of Discovery began. What made the Age of Discovery possible? The design of a ship makes a big difference in how well it works. Changes in ship design during the Age of Discovery enabled ships to sail faster and for longer distances. This made it possible for explorers to travel farther than ever before. Improvements to the sails, mast, and rigging of ships occurred during the Age of Discovery. The ability to determine position and direction is essential in sailing. Today, a number of instruments are used to do this, including the compass and the chronometer. A compass is a magnet that has a needle attached to it. The needle is able to spin and show direction. The magnet aligns with Earth's magnetic north, which is shown by the needle. A chronometer is a timekeeping device for ships. During the Age of Discovery, compasses were used, but the chronometer had not yet been invented. Instead, sailors used star maps, wind direction, and tools that measured angles and distances on Earth in relation to the sun, moon, and stars. When a compass is held level, the magnetic needle points toward the North Magnetic Pole. Here we see that they label and they tell us the different components of a compass. Maps show what is on Earth's surface and traveling routes. Before the Age of Discovery, maps were limited, so explorers had to stay within sight of land. More detailed maps were drawn as explorers went farther and recorded their findings. Here we see sailors use instruments such as the astrolabe above to figure out the time from the position of the sun and the stars. Along the bottom, we have a timeline. We see 1492, Christopher Columbus is the first European sailor to sail to North America. 1497, Vasco da Gama sails a new route from Portugal to India. 1519, Ferdinand Magellan leads the first voyage all the way around the world. 1616, Dirk Hartog is the first recorded European explorer to step onto Australian land. 1642, Abel Tasman is the first recorded European explorer to sight Tasmania and New Zealand. Changing the world. The Age of Discovery could not have happened without the skill and bravery of explorers who sailed beyond their home coastlines and into the unknown. They used advances in shipping, technology, and mapping to find new trade routes, which opened up the world. People from Europe moved to newly discovered lands. This also caused many problems for local peoples. Europeans took over their land, resources, and belongings, and did not respect their customs and laws. The world today has been shaped by the explorers of the Age of Discovery. This is an Italian explorer, very commonly known, Christopher Columbus, who sailed across the Atlantic Ocean and discovered the Americas during the Age of Discovery.